The history of the Renaissance, the rebirth that changed the world. Introduction. Have you ever wondered how Europe emerged from the darkness of the Middle Ages and entered an age of art, science, and discovery? Welcome to the story of the Renaissance, a period that transformed the world forever. The word, Renaissance, means rebirth. It was a time when Europe rediscovered the knowledge, art, and philosophy of ancient Greece and Rome. From the 14th to the 16th century, this movement changed the way people thought, created, and understood the world. Let's travel back in time and discover how the Renaissance shaped modern civilization. The end of the Middle Ages. Before the Renaissance, Europe experienced centuries known as the Middle Ages. Wars, famine, and the devastating Black Death killed millions of people. Education was limited, and most knowledge was controlled by religious institutions. But after the plague, society slowly began to recover. Trade expanded, cities grew richer, and new ideas started spreading across Europe. This created the perfect environment for a cultural revolution. Why Italy became the birthplace. The Renaissance began in Italy, especially in cities like Florence, Venice, and Rome. Italy was wealthy because of trade with Asia and the Middle East. Rich families such as the Medici family funded artists, architects, and scholars. They believed that investing in culture and education would bring prestige and power. This financial support allowed creativity to flourish like never before. A new way of thinking. One of the most important ideas of the Renaissance was humanism. Humanists believed people should study history, literature, philosophy, and science to better understand human potential. Instead of focusing only on religion, they celebrated human achievement, curiosity, and creativity. Ancient Greek and Roman books were translated, copied, and studied once again, inspiring an entirely new generation of thinkers. The great artists. The Renaissance produced some of history's greatest artists. Leonardo da Vinci painted the famous Mona Lisa and the Last Supper. He was also an inventor, engineer, and scientist. Michelangelo created the magnificent statue of David and painted the breathtaking ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. Raphael became famous for beautiful paintings such as the School of Athens, celebrating the greatest philosophers of the ancient world. Their realistic techniques and understanding of anatomy changed art forever. Science and discovery. The Renaissance wasn't only about art. Scientists began questioning old beliefs and observing nature through experiments. Inventors designed flying machines, improved engineering, and studied the human body. Around 1450, Johannes Gutenberg invented the printing press. Books became cheaper, knowledge spread rapidly, and literacy increased across Europe. For the first time, ideas could travel faster than ever before. Exploration and global change. The Renaissance inspired people to explore the unknown. European sailors searched for new trade routes across the oceans. Explorers like Christopher Columbus and Vasco da Gama opened new connections between continents. These voyages changed global trade, expanded European influence, and reshaped world history. The legacy of the Renaissance. By the 16th century, Renaissance ideas had spread throughout Europe. They inspired the scientific revolution, the Protestant Reformation, and eventually the modern world. Its influence can still be seen today in our art, architecture, education, science, and belief in human creativity. The Renaissance proved that knowledge, imagination, and curiosity have the power to change civilization. Conclusion. The Renaissance was far more than an artistic movement. It was a rebirth of ideas that transformed Europe and laid the foundation for the modern age. From breathtaking masterpieces to revolutionary scientific discoveries, the Renaissance reminds us that every great civilization begins with curiosity and the courage to think differently. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more fascinating stories from the past.